to tell the next generation and the generation that comes after that. Okay? So our job is to tell our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, because we won't get to the promised land when they will. We're going to pass off the scene somehow, unless Christ comes in our lifetime, we're going to pass off the scene. But it's our job to get the next generation and after that, whether it be your biological children, grandchildren, whether it be your spiritual. Okay, look at the little kids that we have around here. Our job is to get them ready, to talk with them, to talk Christ into them. I love when I see. Yesterday I was at Walmart, and who did I see but Sister Chestina there at Walmart? Now, was she by herself? No, she wasn't by herself. She had this little. I don't know who that little kid was, but whoever it was, she was the one that was pushing the cart. And you know, Chestina is bringing Christ into wherever she's doing. You all do that. You all do that. Okay? We're just doing what God told us to do. Amen. Okay. Just get them ready. Tremble with fear. Now, the interesting thing is, we've been told that we're to come boldly to the throne of grace. Right? How can we come boldly to the throne of grace, knowing who we are and who God is? Jesus, the Christ, allows us to come to the throne of grace boldly, not because of who we are, but because of what he did. And when we accept that, we can come boldly to the throne of grace. The Bible said, James 2:19 says that the devils believe and they tremble. Okay, but we can come boldly because of Christ. Amen. Let's look at verse 17. Exodus 19:17. Verse 17 says, it says something. I know it says something. Guarantee, I read it somewhere. It's going to say it. 19:17. There we go. Amen. Here we go. Moses led them out from the camp to meet with God, and they stood at the foot of the mountain. Now we go back 5 verses. In verse 12, God told Moses to tell the people, don't come up the mountain. Don't even put your foot on the mountain, because if you do that, you will certainly die. Okay? So what he said in verse 17 was, tell them to meet God and just stand there. And don't touch it. Just stand there. Now me, after I heard the first part about certainly die, I'm going to be in the back of that row. Okay? I don't want to be in there close and my friend say, ooh, let me just push you, see if you get in there. No. I'm going to be in the back. Okay? Just to play it safe. Okay, but that's me. You can get as close as you want to. I can hear God. I can hear you from here. Okay, but don't go, or you will certainly die. Okay, let's look at verses 18 and 19. Verse 18 of Exodus 19 says, all of Mount Sinai was covered with smoke. Why? Because the Lord had descended on it in the form of fire. The smoke billowed into the sky like smoke from a brick kiln, and the whole mountain shook violently. Verse 19, look at verse 19, which follows verse 18. As the blast of the ram's horn grew louder and louder, Moses spoke and God thundered his reply. So God is manifesting himself, reminding the people that he is God. Now, there's those people who got ministers and those folks like Sister Howard who go to go to seminaries and do all the studying. I'm about to use some terms that they probably already know, okay? That I didn't know until I was studying this thing. So if you didn't know it, that's okay. That's with me. But the one I've heard the term, but I didn't know really what it meant. The first term is transcendent, and the second term is immanence. Now, they know what that means, okay? Transcendent means that a holy God is separated from a sinful man, and a sinful man is separated from a holy God. Makes sense, right? Okay. Immanence is the